Hello friends, welcome to Single Player. What are the best PS5 games of 2023? The PlayStation 5 is one of the most advanced and popular consoles on the market, offering a range of games that showcase its stunning graphics, fast loading times, and immersive features. Whether you are looking for action-packed adventures, thrilling horror, or family-friendly fun, there is something for everyone on the PS5. In this video, we will highlight some of the best games that you can play on this console in 2023, based on various sources and reviews. So, without further ado, let's begin our quest. In this video, you'll find a list of the top 15 best PS5 games of 2023. Final Fantasy XVI is a stunning action RPG that delivers a mature and realistic story, a refined and fast-paced combat system, and breathtaking visuals. The game follows the journey of Clive Rosfield, a young man who seeks revenge against the Icons, powerful beings that can destroy entire nations. Along the way, he meets memorable characters, explores a rich and diverse world, and faces epic battles that will test his skills and resolve. The game is a breath of fresh air for the Final Fantasy series, as it combines the best elements of previous installments with new and innovative features. The game is not without its flaws, as some aspects of the story and RPG mechanics can feel uneven or shallow, but they do not detract from the overall experience. Final Fantasy XVI is a must-play for fans of the genre, and a worthy addition to the legendary franchise. Diablo IV is a hellishly good action RPG that delivers on its promise of endless loot, thrilling combat, and deep customization. Whether you play solo or with friends, you'll find yourself immersed in the dark and gritty world of Sanctuary, where every dungeon, quest, and enemy offers a new challenge and a chance to discover powerful items and skills. The PS5 version of the game takes advantage of the console's hardware, offering stunning graphics, smooth performance, and fast loading times. Diablo IV is a must-have for fans of the genre and the series. The game features 5 iconic classes, each with their own unique playstyle and skill tree. You can experiment with different builds and aspects, which are legendary passive abilities that can be imprinted on items. The combat is fast, fluid, and satisfying, with plenty of gore and physics to make every hit feel impactful. The game also offers a variety of endgame activities, such as rifts, bounties, and seasons, that keep you hooked and reward you with more loot and challenges. Diablo IV is a masterpiece of ARPG design that will keep you entertained for hours on end. Monster Hunter Rise Sunbreak is a massive expansion to the original Monster Hunter Rise, adding new monsters, locales, weapons, and features to the already impressive base game. The expansion introduces a new difficulty level, Master Rank, which challenges even the most seasoned hunters with tougher and more aggressive foes. The new hunting grounds are diverse and stunning, from the snowy peaks of Frostreach to the volcanic caverns of Inferno. The new monsters are equally impressive, such as the Elder Dragon Malzeno, a fearsome beast that can manipulate gravity and create black holes. The expansion also improves the hunting action with new abilities and endemic life, making the combat more fluid and dynamic. The Wirebug and Palamute mechanics are enhanced with new skills and customization options, allowing for more mobility and versatility. The new follower collab quests and anomaly research quests add more variety and replay value to the game, as well as rewarding players with exclusive items and gear. Monster Hunter Rise Sunbreak is a must-have for any fan of the series, as it offers a rich and satisfying hunting experience that will keep you hooked for hours. Alan Wake 2 is a stunning sequel that surpasses the original in every aspect. It is a thrilling and immersive adventure that blends psychological horror, action, and mystery in a seamless and captivating way. The game features 2 playable characters, Alan Wake and Saga Anderson, whose stories intertwine across 2 contrasting realities, the eerie town of Bright Falls and the twisted dark place. The game offers a rich and varied gameplay experience, with tense combat, clever puzzles, and intriguing investigations. The graphics are gorgeous, the voice acting is superb, and the soundtrack is haunting. Alan Wake 2 is a masterpiece of storytelling that will keep you on the edge of your seat until the very end. If you are a fan of the original Alan Wake, or if you enjoy games like Resident Evil, Control, or Silent Hill, you will love Alan Wake 2. It is a game that pays homage to its influences, but also creates its own unique identity. It is a game that challenges your mind, tests your skills, and rewards your curiosity. It is a game that will make you question what is real, what is fiction, and what lies in between. Alan Wake 2 is not just a game, it is an experience that you will never forget. Red Matter 2 is a stunning VR game that takes you on a thrilling adventure in a Soviet space station. The game features impressive graphics, immersive interactions, and clever puzzles that challenge your mind. The story is engaging and mysterious, as you uncover the secrets of red matter, a substance with supernatural powers. The game also has a strong sense of humor, with many jokes hidden in the items you can scan. If you are looking for a VR game that showcases the potential of PSVR 2, you should definitely check out Red Matter 2. The game is a worthy sequel to the original Red Matter, and it offers a satisfying gameplay experience that lasts for about 6 hours. The game is not perfect, as it has some issues with item manipulation and replayability, but it is still one of the best VR games of 2023. Red Matter 2 is a must-play for VR fans and sci-fi lovers alike. Dead Space is a sci-fi survival horror game that has been remade from the ground up for the PS5, offering a deeper and more immersive experience than ever before. The game follows Isaac Clarke, an engineer who must fight his way through a nightmarish spaceship infested with reanimated corpses called necromorphs. The game features stunning graphics, atmospheric sound, and improved gameplay that stays faithful to the original vision of the game. The game is a masterpiece of horror, as it constantly keeps the player on edge with its unpredictable enemies, scarce resources, and dark environments. The game also has a compelling story that explores themes of madness, religion, and human nature. The game is not for the faint of heart, as it delivers some of the most terrifying and gruesome moments in gaming history. Dead Space is a must-play for fans of horror and sci-fi, as it is one of the best games of its genre on the PS5. The Talos Principle 2 is a masterpiece of puzzle design and philosophical storytelling. It takes you on a captivating journey through a stunning open world, where you will encounter intriguing characters, challenging puzzles, and profound questions. The game is a sequel to the critically acclaimed The Talos Principle, but it stands on its own as a unique and immersive experience. The game's puzzles are clever, varied, and satisfying, requiring you to use logic, creativity, and experimentation to solve them. The game's narrative is equally impressive, weaving a powerful tale of humanity, identity, and purpose. The game explores themes such as free will, consciousness, and morality, and invites you to reflect on your own beliefs and choices. The game also features a beautiful soundtrack, superb voice acting, and stunning graphics, making it a feast for the senses. The Talos Principle 2 is a game that will challenge your mind, touch your heart, and inspire your soul. Moss Book 2 is a delightful sequel that continues the charming adventures of Quill, a brave mouse who needs your help to save her world from a dark threat. The game combines platforming, combat, and puzzles in a stunning VR environment that immerses you in a fairy tale-like story. You can move objects, heal Quill, and even take over enemies with your orb, creating a dynamic gameplay experience that makes you feel like a part of the story. The game improves on the original Moss in many ways, introducing new weapons, powers, and enemies that add variety and challenge to the combat. The game also features more diverse and detailed environments, such as a castle, a garden, a foundry, and a mountain, each with their own secrets and surprises. The game's graphics and sound design are superb, creating a rich and atmospheric world that you'll want to explore. The game's story is also more engaging, revealing more about Quill's past and the history of her kingdom, while setting up an exciting cliffhanger for the next chapter. Moss Book 2 is a must-play for VR fans who love cute and captivating games. Cocoon is a stunning puzzle adventure game that takes you on a journey through multiple worlds within worlds. The game is created by Geometric Interactive, a studio formed by former Playdead developers, and published by Annapurna Interactive. Cocoon combines the atmospheric storytelling of Limbo and Inside with a unique and ingenious world-leaping mechanic that challenges your spatial thinking and problem-solving skills. The game features gorgeous visuals, immersive sound design, and clever puzzles that never feel repetitive or frustrating. Each world has its own theme, style, and ability that you can use to manipulate the environment and access new areas. The game also has some memorable boss fights that test your reflexes and creativity. Cocoon is a game that will keep you hooked from start to finish, and leave you with a sense of wonder and awe. Marvel's Spider-Man 2 is a spectacular sequel that delivers on every level. It combines the thrilling web-swinging and combat mechanics of the previous games with a captivating story that features 2 iconic Spider-Men and 2 formidable villains. The game looks stunning on the PS5, with realistic graphics, smooth animations, and immersive ray tracing effects. The city of New York is alive and vibrant, offering plenty of activities and secrets to discover. Whether you play as Peter Parker or Miles Morales, you will feel like a true superhero in this game. The game also offers a lot of variety and challenge, with different suits, gadgets, skills, and upgrades to customize your playstyle. You can switch between Peter and Miles at any time, and each one has their own unique abilities and personality. The game also introduces the symbiote suit, which gives Peter a new set of powers and a darker edge. The game's main villains, Kraven the Hunter and Venom, are both well-developed and pose a serious threat to the Spider-Men. The game's story is full of twists and turns, and it sets up an exciting future for the franchise. Marvel's Spider-Man 2 is a must-play for fans of Spider-Man and superhero games in general. It is one of the best games on the PS5, and a worthy successor to the original. Rogue Legacy 2 is a sequel that surpasses its predecessor in every way. It takes the core concept of a roguelite with a generational twist and adds more depth, variety, and personality to it. The game features 13 classes, each with their own unique weapons, abilities, and skill crits, which reward players for mastering their play style. The game also boasts a beautiful art style, smooth combat, and diverse areas to explore, each with their own challenges and secrets. The game is not only fun, but also addictive and rewarding. Every run feels different and exciting, thanks to the random traits, runes, and upgrades that affect your character. Every death feels like a learning opportunity, thanks to the upgrade system that lets you improve your stats, unlock new classes, and access new areas. Every boss feels like a satisfying accomplishment, thanks to the difficulty and variety of their patterns. Rogue Legacy 2 is a game that will keep you hooked for hours, and make you feel like a true hero with every victory. Street Fighter VI is a stunning fighting game that delivers on every front. It has a rich and diverse roster of 18 characters, each with their own unique fighting style and abilities. The new drive system adds a layer of depth and strategy to the combat, allowing you to unleash powerful moves and counterattacks with your drive meter. The game also features 3 amazing game modes: Battle Hub, Fighting Ground, and World Tour. Whether you want to compete online, train offline, or explore a vibrant open world, Street Fighter VI has something for you. The game also impresses with its gorgeous graphics and smooth performance. The new art style is a refreshing change from the previous games, giving the characters and stages more personality and flair. The animations are fluid and responsive, and the sound effects and music are top-notch. The game runs flawlessly on the PS5, taking advantage of its fast loading times and adaptive triggers. Street Fighter VI is a must-have for any fighting game fan, and arguably the best overall fighting game package ever made. Resident Evil 4 Remake is a stunning reimagining of one of the most influential games of all time. It takes the original's groundbreaking over-the-shoulder action horror gameplay and enhances it with modern graphics, sound, and controls. The result is a thrilling and immersive experience that will keep you on the edge of your seat from start to finish. The game follows Leon Kennedy, a former cop who is sent to a remote village in Spain to rescue the president's daughter from a cult. Along the way, he faces hordes of infected villagers, monstrous creatures, and sinister enemies. The game is full of memorable moments, such as the first encounter with the chainsaw-wielding maniac, the tense battle with the giant lake monster, and the epic showdown with the charismatic villain Osmond Saddler. The game also features new content, such as expanded areas, puzzles, and lore, as well as a parry mechanic that adds more depth and style to the combat. Resident Evil 4 Remake is a masterpiece of survival horror that deserves to be played by every fan of the genre. Tetris Effect Connected is a stunning puzzle game that takes the classic Tetris formula to new heights. With gorgeous visuals, immersive soundtracks, and a variety of modes, this game is a feast for the senses. Whether you play it on your TV or in PSVR 2, you will be amazed by the synesthetic effects and the dynamic gameplay. The game also features a robust multiplayer component, where you can team up with or compete against other players online. The new connected mode is especially fun, as you and your allies can merge your boards and unleash powerful attacks. Tetris Effect Connected is the definitive edition of the best Tetris game ever, and a must-have for any puzzle fan. Baldur's Gate 3 is a generation-defining RPG that brings the tabletop experience of Dungeons & Dragons to life in a stunning and immersive way. The game offers a rich and diverse world to explore, filled with memorable characters, choices, and consequences. Whether you play solo or with friends, you can create your own custom hero and embark on an epic adventure that will challenge your skills, creativity, and morality. The PS5 version of Baldur's Gate 3 is a remarkable achievement that delivers a smooth and satisfying performance, with graphics that rival the PC version on higher ultra settings. The game also makes good use of the DualSense controller, which adds a new layer of feedback and immersion to the gameplay. The controls are intuitive and responsive, and the game supports both online and couch co-op modes. Baldur's Gate 3 is a must-play for any fan of RPGs, and a worthy successor to the legendary Baldur's Gate series. Okay friends, so that was our version of the top 15 best PS5 games of 2023. If you have any questions, suggestions, criticisms, or in your opinion there are other best PS5 games of 2023 that should be on that list, don't hesitate to write them down in the comments below. Of course, we will provide more game information in the future, so subscribe and keep watching Single Player to get other interesting game information from us. Thanks for watching and see you next time.